here we have our cutting table. You need a table to make your patterns. I would have loved to make it on a board, but then making it on the board means that you wouldn't be seeing the patterns I'm making, and you need a brown paper. When you go to any Nigerian bookstore or possibly any bookstore in your country, you could just get this. It's a wrapping paper for children. So this one is fairly thick, and you need it. You need pencil, eraser, and sharpener in case your pencil gets broken. But I don't like making my patterns with pencil and eraser. This pattern paper doesn't really absorb pencil very well. But as a beginner, you're going to have to use that. I prefer to use this permanent markers to make my patterns, because most times when I make them, I just cut off immediately and then discard. But when you make yours as a beginner, you most likely will make some mistakes and you need to make some corrections. So you need your pencil and eraser. Then I have my metal rule. You need a very long metal rule. You also need a short metal rule. But in case you don't have a short metal rule, you could use the long metal rule in place of the short one too. Then I have a pattern making book. It's going to be my guide for construction. So in the pattern making book, you're going to see numberings to guide you better. In case you don't watch the video before you read the pattern making book. I have a masking tape. Assuming I'm making a dress for a fat person and I need to add some extra wig, you just need a masking tape to add an extra piece of paper. So I might not be needing it for this particular pattern. Well, of course, you have a mask, you have a measuring tape. That's like the tailor's master stuff. So now it's time to start. A lot of people have been asking me how they cut 6-piece blouses, and I've been wondering, there's no such thing as a 6-piece blouse. It's a highly unprofessional term for a fashion designer. If you're talking about a 6-piece blouse, well, let's say there are 3 pieces in front and presumably 3 pieces behind. But when in the cutter of 6-piece blouses or gowns or whatever it is, it's either a shoulder darted blouse or an armhole darted blouse. So most times when people want to make shoulder darted or armhole darted clothes, they say, hey, I want to make a princess dart, just a princess darted coat. But the princess dart is the armhole darted clothes, and you have to know the difference between the armhole darted and the shoulder darted. So today I'm going to start with the shoulder darted top. So you have my pattern book, and you go to the revised edition. You're going to find the pattern for making this blouse on page 87. And that's chapter 12, shoulder darted blouses. So you're going to be needing to establish these lines. Line A is neckline, that's line 1. B, shoulder line, that's line 2. Then C, chest line, that's line 3. And then D, armpit line, that's line 4. You have the bust line or under bust line. So as I'm calling them out from here, you're going to be seeing them here. The first line is the neckline, second line is the shoulder line, and then we have H, the full length of the blouse. You can decide to add a hem if you wish. So that's it. I'm not going to be constructing directly from here, so I'm going to start explaining how to do it. So you watch my video on measurements to understand how you're going to take this measurement. So my first step is I get my measuring tape and I establish my lines. It's a rule. You have to establish your horizontal lines first. So the first line is meant to be the neckline. So rather than establish a straight line, a horizontal line altogether to be the neckline, I'm going to use the edge of this pattern paper to make the neckline. So from this will now become my neckline. So I'll just label it NL. Then I would have the next line to be my shoulder line. That's about 1 inch below the neckline, and I'll square across. When I say square across, I mean that I'm going to take that same measurement, measure it evenly across and connect. So that's where a long ruler comes in place. Just bring them together. So the next line from the neckline now, so we have our SH, that's shoulder line. So from next line, we have the chest line. The chest line for a typical adult is usually about 6 inches below the neckline. So we have the 6 inches, we have another 6 inches. You square across and you connect. So usually the armhole line is usually about 2 inches below the chest line. So that makes it about position 8 from the neckline. So I just measure my 2 inches below the neckline. That's for the armhole line. 2 inches below the chest line. You square across. So to make it faster for me, I'll just mark the lines and then I'll join with the ruler later on. So this becomes the 8-inch line, that's the armhole line. Then the bust line, assuming we're making a dress, a shoulder darted blouse for our model Cindy, and do minor drawings. For my model Cindy, I'll have a shoulder measurement of 14, chest measurement of 13, bust position of 10, and round bust of 34, under bust position of 13, round under bust, let's say 28, high waist 17, and round high waist, say 26, and then full length of blouse 25. So these are Simbi's measurements. So we're going to be constructing using Simbi's measurements. So from Cindy's measurements, it tells us that the bust position is 10. So you're going to establish the bust position and not the round on the bust. So the bust position is 10. So you measure from your neckline to the bust position 10 and you square across. Now to avoid getting confused, I'll just mark the lines together. Then the under bust position is about 13. You just mark 13. You could just mark on the 2 edges of the paper, and then you could mark on the middle. That way, it makes it a whole lot easier for you. So this is bust line, under bust. High waist position is about 17 inches. 17 inches, I'll mark the high waist 17. Then the full length of the blouse is 25 inches. Then I'm going to make it have a hem. The hem is like a folding allowance at the edge of the cloth. So I'm just going to give it a hem of about 1.5 inches. I'll still come here and then high waist 17, 25 and 26.5. That's for the hem. Come over here. 17, 25, 26.5, and connect the lines. Make it a whole lot easier. I use a standard neck width for an adult to be 3 inches. So the neck width is like, you have this blouse now. I'm trying to get the neck width of this blouse. Can you see the wideness of the neck in front? I'll divide it into 2. So the distance between here, the middle here, and here, from here to here becomes the neck width. To be clearer, we have something like this. So from here, this midpoint here to this place is the neck width. So I'm going to use 3 as standard. So for establishing my lines, I use the blue marker. So to make my sketches, I'm going to use a black marker so that you understand the difference. So I'll be using a neck width of 3. So I will treat this long line here as the center front of the blouse. So it's not a line, it's like an edge, the edge of the cloth. I'm going to treat it as center front of the blouse. So I'll come here on the shoulder line. Okay, well, you could actually start on the neckline, measure your 3 inches, then you make your 3 inches, mark your 3 inches. That's how wide the neck should be. Then how deep should my neck be? Usually I use a maximum of 7 inches, but then it's also based on preferences. If the person doesn't want her neck to go too deep, you could reduce it, you could increase it, it's your choice. If you make it to be too deep, person's bust will be showing. So I've made a neck box. So this is how deep the neck would be, and the neck depth, and this is the neck width. So I could just measure and mark, let's say here, 2 centimeters from this point, 2 centimeters, so I could get a good curve. And then I connect it. Please, you're going to use your small ruler to connect it, or you could use one of those curves to connect it. I'm just making a simple U-neck. So I'll come here, since we're told that Simbi has a shoulder measurement of 14. I'll mark 14, I'll mark 7. So from the rules of mathematics, shoulder is a horizontal measurement, so we're dividing by 2. I believe that by this stage of this video, you would have understood what the rules of mathematics are. So this is the original measurement for the shoulder. So I'm going to add an extra 9 centimeters. This part is graded in centimeters, is graded in inches. 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. Then this part is graded in centimeters. I prefer to do my dating with the part graded in centimeters. So from here to here, I'm going to mark about an extra 9 centimeters. This is the original, and this is the extra that was added because of the dating. So I'll connect it. And in my previous video about simple darted blouses, I told you that to get the dart position, you have to do shoulder measurements divided by 4. Given that Simbi shoulder measurement is about 14, shoulder measurement divided by 4 would be 3.7. So the dart position, you now establish the dart position. 3.5, 3.5, and 3.5. So you just square upwards and mark. So I have an extra 9 centimeters. I'm going to use 2 cm to join the pieces when we're doing that clothing construction. Then I'm going to use 7 cm darting. So between this point, I call this the neck point, between this point and this point, we're going to find the midpoint. You might not want to use the midpoint. You might want to use another point close to this place, but I always like to use the midpoint because it gives me a better balance. So the midpoint is about 3.75. That's this point. We found the midpoint. Then you now measure, since we're using 7 centimeters for the darting, you're now going to measure 3.5 cm to the left, 3.5 cm to the right. Then I'll come to the bust point. The intersection of the shoulder of the dart line and the bust line, this intersection right here, I call this point the nipple point. Now you don't want to be making something that looks so ridiculous that when you make a dress, this part becomes so pointed, like you just know that okay, something was done. The beauty of a dress is that it has to be so effortlessly beautiful. When you look at it, you see class. You don't have to see so much effort on it, but you see the beauty and the class of it. So back to what I was saying, this is the nipple point. I'm going to measure, to be on the safer side, I'll measure about 1.5 inches before the nipple point. 1.5 inches before the nipple point, and that is where my darts would end, from the upper part. So remember, I marked 3.5 centimeters to the left, 3.5 cm to the right, and I'm going to connect them now. A dart is mostly always a triangle, so you have to get that into your mind so that you understand the essence of it. And a dart is meant for shaping. So we are Africans and we are quite endowed. Africans have busts and buttocks and all that, so we have to incorporate it into their outfit so that it can fit very well. So this is 3.5, so that gives me 7 centimeters. That means we have used up the 7 centimeters for darts in here, and you can see our darts is clearly done. This is a triangle, it's an inverted triangle. So we have taken over this part. Remember, it's remaining 2 centimeters. It's now those 2 centimeters that we use and drawing. Wait for me in the clothing construction class. So now I'm going to shade this area.